The Porsche IMSA GT3 Cup Challenge by Yokohama, a two-class developmental series for emerging talent and enthusiast racers. The Platinum class, the fastest cars with the newest Porsche 911 Carrera GT3 Cup race cars. The Gold category for 911s manufactured between 2005 to 2009. And within those two classes, a Masters Championship battle for drivers 45 and older. Tyres from Yokohama, race cars from Porsche. Setup is critical, but talent and racecraft are how you win. Every second counts, no mistake goes unpunished. Drivers aren't pros, but this isn't amateur hour. All of Porsche's factory races started in a series just like this. It's the largest single make series on the planet. This is the Porsche IMSA GT3 Cup Challenge presented by Yokohama. For rounds 9 and 10 of the 2013 season, we're at Road America, the lush parkland circuit just outside Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and just over 4 miles around. This track is the longest on the calendar.
Road America is an awesome, classic place to race. I mean, it's super fast, and there's enough technical aspects to it that it's a good mix. You know, it's not just all guts, you know, you got to be a competent, accomplished driver to be quick here.
The IMSA GT3 Porsche Cup presented by Yokohama is part of a mega sports car racing weekend as, for the first time, the Rolex Grand Am Series and the American Le Mans Series share the track for this historic weekend of motorsport. And right in the middle of it, championship hopefuls will be plying their trade in front of the team managers they're hoping to impress for their future careers. We're now in the second half of the season, and the run for the championship begins right here. Only in the Gold category do we have an out-and-out favourite, with Michael Levitas having almost double the points of his nearest challenger.
To run this season out, I'm not looking at the championship at all. For me, it's race by race. I've got to have that kind of focus. I've got a long-term focus as well, but I'm going to be pushing, and I'm going to race hard.
At the head of the championship in the Platinum class, things couldn't be any closer, with the two major championship contenders tied on points as we come to Road America. The tiebreaker going to Angel Benitez Jr. as he has more wins than Madison Snow.
I thought, for a while Benitez was going to be out of the points because he had a bad race or two. Last race I had my tire blow when I was leading, and so that put me down in the points. It's been a crazy season.
In the Masters class, it's another close run thing. Craig Durson and Casey Kuhlman will be battling it out all the way till the end of the season.
Well, Craig Durson obviously is my closest competitor in the Masters, and he's qualified right behind me, just a couple tenths back. Personally, yeah, I'd like to prevail in that duo and pick up 2 points on him in the Masters Championship, no doubt.
The start of round number 9 sees Sloan Ury make a fantastic start past pole sitter Madison Snow, and as they go into turn 1, the action is all behind them as championship co-leader Angel Benitez Jr. carries too much speed through the right-hander and spins in front of the pack. Remarkably, the NGT Motorsport Porsche of Benitez is unscathed and manages to continue down the field. Not so fortunate, Kelly Moss Motorsport teammates Dakota and Barnhart collide and are out on the spot. The biggest hit is at the back of the field as Wesley Hoagland takes a wild ride, and that car is finished too. The safety credentials of the Porsche Cup car are once again underlined as all the drivers emerge from the wreckage without serious injury. But the recovery and clean-up means that the remainder of the field spend more than half the race behind the Porsche Panamera safety car. The effort racing Porsche of Sloan Ury brings the field back to the green flag with 21 minutes of racing remaining. Championship co-leader Angel Benitez Jr. has dropped down to 26th position, and with points for only the top 15 in class, although his car may be straight and true, right now there's a big dent in his championship hopes.
Going through in 5th position, Craig Durson holds on to the Masters lead as they head past the scene of the crime.
Yeah, Durson got a handy lead now in the Masters class.
Slow and airy as he comes down to turn 1, and the draft effect will be being felt in the 62 car, and he drags up to maybe a car's length going through turn 1. They're both way off, and big slide by Sandberg, and it's Benitez all over again.
In the Masters class, it's disaster for championship leader Craig Durson. Passed by Casey Coolman before the accident begins, Coolman avoids the carnage, while Craig goes backwards into the wall and his car can't finish the race.
The car is now having to be shipped 2 hours away to a frame shop to get the frame realigned so that I can race tomorrow.
Victories are counterbalanced by non-finishers, and even at the top of the championship, you can't always have everything your own way. As in all motorsports, the competitors of the IMSA GT3 Porsche Cup presented by Yokohama ride the sine wave of racing's highs and lows. In what may prove to be a season-defining drive, Benitez Jr. climbs his way back to 7th and the best of the NGT Motorsports runners. In the first lap after the restart, he passed an amazing 15 competitors. At the head of the field, Sloan Ury was unable to hold off the pole sitter Madison Snow, who'd qualified 1.3 seconds faster than him, Snow eventually making his move and taking the victory. Madison Snow winning round 9 of the IMSA GT3 Porsche Cup Challenge by Yokohama in the Platinum class, with Sloan Ury and Michael Mills making it a 2-3 for Effort Racing. In the Gold class, Frank Silas survived the midfield mayhem to lead home David Williams and Kristen Traeger in 3rd. For the Masters, Casey Coolman in the Wright Motorsports Porsche was 5th overall and took the honours, ahead of Angel Benitez Sr. and Phil Fogg. As if the drivers weren't under enough pressure, as we headed towards the start of round number 10, Mother Nature intervened. A few spots of rain became a downpour, and on pit lane the team scrambled to change all 4 wheels and tyres. With many teams running multiple cars, it was never going to be an easy task to get all of the tyre changes done in time. But fortunately, the Porsche GT3 Cup race car has a single centre lock wheel nut, which meant that the grooved Yokohama rain tyres could be installed on the whole field before they rolled out for their pace lap.
So Madison Snow then leads the field out, with the clock having started. A delayed roll out of pit lane has cost us some time here. So round 10 of the IMSA GT3 Porsche Cup Challenge by Yokohama. And the people who can see best, 62 on our left is Madison Snow, number 20 on the right of the front row on the outside, from which he made a great start yesterday. Slow down, and he's doing exactly the same thing again. Just got on the power momentarily earlier than the pole sitter. Angel Benitez Jr. pokes the NGT Porsche nose out in 3rd position to look down the inside, but I think he's just a little bit too far back. Sloan Ury still challenging as they come through under the Corvette bridge and into turn number 5. That's where the lead changed yesterday. Big sideways moment for the leader, and here comes Angel Benitez Jr. to join the party.
Yeah, tremendous stuff. Madison Snow, they're really struggling to get on the throttle coming out of turn 6. The car steps sideways. Sloan Ury right there.
And look at Ury on the right hand side, goes through and takes the lead before the kink. Got a really great punch out of the carousel and then gathers himself back up again. Sloan Ury is beginning to develop. Yeah, that was a fabulous lap, and he's developed himself a little bit of a cushion, and you want that.
Madison Snow clearly is struggling, and now he's really under pressure going to the carousel from Benitez on the outside line.
This is going to have to be very brave and very sensible driving by, but no, it's not, because already Benitez is round before he's even to the halfway point of the carousel. He took the outside line, all the marbles, all the rubber dirt is out there, and that's given him some extra grip, and he's punched out of the carousel and really closed down on the leader.
Yeah, so it is Craig Durson leads the Masters category. Behind Colin Thompson, the top 6 are pretty much nose to tail. Behind that, there's a pretty big gap now, so opened up to Casey Coolman, the second of the Masters contenders. But right behind Coolman now is Michael Mills moving up the field.
And there is the Masters leader Jeremy was just talking about, going through and taking another position. Doesn't advance his position in the Masters category, but Craig Durson has been fighting with the youngsters around him at the sharp end of the field for the full season.
Craig Durson's non-finish in round 9 had cost him the lead in the Masters class. Florida dentist was clearly unhappy.
Jursen joined this championship just at the tail end of last season, just did the final race. But boy, what a show he's putting on here. Down the inside, into the kick there, past Benitez, into third place. That's a fantastic move by Craig Jursen.
So the 27 car, the NGT Motorsports 27, with Craig Jursen, the man on the move at the moment. He's in an overall podium position. These guys are the Rainmeisters. And look at this again, as Uri is just being challenged by the 62 car, and Jursen, we've seen him pull off an amazing manoeuvre already, going through the kink, and he's so quick there. He's so quick, and he's already passed Madison Snow. He's just got to hold on round the outside here. He's in perfect position down towards Canada corner, and Jursen is up into second place. Has he got something for the leader?
Just when it seemed that Sloan Uri was on his way to victory, the pressure finally told.
And he's going for the lead into the final corner, and there's almost an air of an inevitability about that. And the dentist from Tampa has made it through. He's drilled his way through the field and to the front. And now, to cap it all, he will be leader as he comes across the line. I promise there'll be no more bad dentist punts for the rest of the race. 9 laps. There are 9.5 minutes to go. Sloan Uri can make this outside line work. We've seen that before. Will he be too greedy? Yes, he is! And Uri's gone way too far off. Thank goodness for the extra tarmac. Believe it or not, he's managed to hold on to second place.
And they're side by side down the back straight with Jursen on the inside, Uri in the blue car on the outside down toward turn 5, John.
Let's see which one has the better attack. And again, Uri has misjudged it. He's in the gravel this time.
So a fabulous victory for Craig Jursen ahead of Angel Benitez Jr., a 1-2 for NGT Motorsports. Madison Snow in the Snow Racing Wright Motorsports Porsche keeps his championship lead with the 3rd overall and in the Platinum class. In the Masters, Jursen takes the victory, of course, ahead of Peter Collins and John Bennett. And in the Gold class, Wright Motorsports Santiago Creel takes his maiden victory, ahead of Frank Seiler for MGM, and Michael Levitas, the championship leader, gets back on the podium for TPC.